So I'm having an afternoon in Central Market today, Saturday. I think it's the big Pride Festival thing today, so I might catch some bits of that. But the other thing I need to do is buy some new AirPods, because I never found those AirPods. Of course I didn't. Why would you think you did? Bugger, innit? But I need to make sure I get genuine ones, not fake ones. I think that's this place up here, Studio 7. Let's go and have a look. There they are. Big box and small box. What's the difference? So there's a difference. AirPod 4 active noise cancellation, or AirPods Pro 2nd generation. Which ones am I going to go for? Obvious, isn't it? Go have the best in life. There you are, look. Through the window. Who remembers that programme? Through the keyhole, wasn't it? Yeah, it's going to be the parade. Maybe, but I think it's up between 2 and 4 o'clock, something like that. Anyway, there was also an indoor show of Ladyboy Like a Beauty show, which I was trying to find. Haven't found it yet. It might be downstairs, mightn't it? I'll go down and have a look. Anyway, some nice encouragement on my last video. And I suppose that's another thing here, isn't it, that I don't feel comfortable with. Because although I'm not even monetized and I don't want to be monetized, to keep all these stories about taxing YouTubers, they already pay tax. YouTube deduct the tax at source. And I'm not anywhere near that, but on the other hand, I can't be dealing with the hassle of someone saying, oh, well, you're working. It's not bloody work, is it? I'm documenting my life, documenting my retirement. Let's go down and have a look. That's a place I've not at yet, and it looks really nice, because I said I have upped my spending here as well. And oh, there's the stage. Look, there we go. Yeah, we'll have a bit of that later. Don't want to be sitting there in the sun at the moment, though, do we? No, I thought they were real koi there. There are some real koi probably in there, but there's a few plastic ones as well. Anyway, I'll go down on the ground level and I'll show you where I did eat the other day. I don't think I even did a video. I did a little short video. Maybe I'll put that up on YouTube. So yeah, coming down from the escalator to the ground level, I ate in here the other day, the Market Bistro and Grill, and it was really nice. What did I have? I had a steak. I had a starter. I had those potato little bloody waffly things as a starter, and I had a steak for the main dessert, and it cost well, quite a lot. Actually, I tell a lie, I didn't have a steak. I had lamb chops, and they were really nice. 890 baht. My total bill was over 1,300 baht. I had a starter and I had drink, and they got nice wines in there as well, but I'm still not drinking at the moment. I wasn't drinking then, I'm still not drinking today. Although I am meeting a mate, I may well go and have a few little drinks later tonight. So the latest AirPods, they weren't so bad. They actually had just over 1,000 baht discount. So they cost me 159 quid in the end. I think that was probably about the UK price, isn't it? Can't remember, I did look it up, but anyway, I had to have them, and can't live without them. The other ones have never resurfaced, so that's my bad. So I just asked them 6:30 the show, around 6:30, and it's currently only just gone 2:30. Yeah, look at that. That's one thing I can't have, and I won't have. I'm not really tempted to have these. I'd like one of those original with sugar one, yeah. But no, I'm not tempted. I've got 3 hours really before I eat. My fasting process isn't ready for me to eat yet. As I've said, I get up about 10 o'clock now because I've not been going out. I've done nearly finished series 3 of Gangs of London. First series was superb, and the next 2 series, they are okay, but there's so much gunfight going on, and they're not hitting the people they're directly aiming at. I don't know how they missed so many times with automatic guns and that, but that's the only thing. And it wasn't like that in the first series, but the next 2 series was a little bit fake, yeah, F you, and but still enjoyable. I've done nearly the 3rd series, so I've been staying in a hell of a lot, and it's all right. I don't mind. Such a good decision to look at these buggers. Such a good decision, pizza bread, to rent the villa, because I feel very comfortable. I feel very comfortable staying in the villa, and I wouldn't feel that comfortable staying in my old condo. The villa's the way forward, and I said the next move would be get one with a private pool next time. But now I absolutely would definitely go over the dark side, because if you're not going out as much, you're not coming to Pattaya that often, it doesn't really matter where you are, and there's stacks of entertainment and bars and clubs, and everything's in the dark side now. It's different than 5 or 10 years ago where there wasn't really so much going on. Now everything happens there. So yeah, well, I don't think I'll be doing that, because I still think I'm pretty committed to getting myself back in Europe. And I have a friend who's got a big birthday coming up, and I don't think she watches these videos, so she's having a big meet up in Ibiza. And I think there's every likelihood that I'll go, and that's in September, so I'm trying to keep it as a surprise to her, and just have to hope she doesn't watch. But most people working, they don't have time to watch the videos. So I ate here once, I had a steak here, and it was alright. This one, beef steak, that one, $3.50. I had it was okay. Beef was quite tender really for the price, no complaints. The food court here and the new Tops, they've extended Tops, which is like a supermarket. They've extended the these are Tops eating places. They've extended the whole area for the supermarket and the restaurant, and it's really nice. Look, you can see the wines from this side, but have a bit of that, won't we? I might get one of them and take it home. That's what I'm missing also. And I remember saying when I first moved here, Thailand teaches you don't need possessions, and that's very true. And it doesn't make you happy having possessions. That's also true. On the other hand, it's nice to have them, and that's the contradiction. And I like them, and I like all this shit. And I want to have an old classic Mercedes car one day. I want to have a nicer scooter than my Vespa. I want so many things that, in a way, Thailand doesn't really allow you to have, because you can't buy a freehold place and live for a start. Well, look at these steaks. Many reasons, but it's too far away, blah blah blah. But yeah, you can't. It's not going to happen here. And I got a mate now who's just sent me picture, he's somewhere in Spain, and that's a classic because if I had a base in Spain, which is still the most likely place, I would. I'd always get visitors. All my European, all my Bowie net people. I get visitors all at different times. I'm just showing you how big this supermarket is. Now I've also got another mate lives next door in View Tally 6. I'm meeting him tonight. That's why I'm probably going to have a couple of drinks tonight, because I'm pretty weak-willed as far as if I'm out with other people, I'm a social drinker. So I'm not going to get mullered, but I will be having a drink or two for sure. And yeah, he lives next door, and I said it'd be really interesting to live that close, really, where you've got everything right literally attached to where your condo is. And his condo overlooks Beach Road, so he overlooks all the beach and the sea. Amazing. I have eaten there a few times, and again I won't be eating in there today. Let's go up and get a coffee in a nice little coffee place. At this little carbohydrate shop, very busy, but do really nice cakes. The cream horns look like my dad used to like. And don't look quite the same, because it looks like it's in a bread bun rather than a pastry. But yeah, my dad, I'd often get cream horns and get a couple of cream horns from Marks and Spencer's and go and have a cream horn with my dad. If I find a picture, which I'm sure I can, I'll put it in the video now just to show you. We loved the cream horn. I still love them. So yeah, I had 1,100 baht off the price, so I'm quite happy with that. I've ordered my coffee. Okay, so I didn't order a coffee. Thank you, Cop and Cow. I ordered mixed berry smoothie because I thought I'd treat myself. Yeah, so little treatette, 80 baht. Oh, it's lovely. It's got all the fruit seeds in it as well. 80 baht, about £1.80, less than £2. Wow, it's sharp. Very sharp. Right, let's set these up and have a bit more of a chat. I try not to be too judgmental here, but the other reason Thailand doesn't suit me is I'm not needy for a relationship. In life generally people have relationship partners, of course they do, that's natural. I've lived most of my life not doing that. 2 10-year relationships in 68 years. Been on my own 24 years. It's 25 now. My daughter's birthday last week. So yeah, been on my own since then. And very comfortable. And I've said it before, you will never see me walking hand in hand with a young Thai person here. Girl, boy, lady boy. You just won't see it. It's not me. I don't need it. I don't want it. I'm not looking for it. Whoa, that's what I'm looking for. So really, like, the entertainment here as well is. When I first came, I was out every single night, literally 3 months or more. Oh, it's amazing. And the longer I stayed here, the less I go out. It's not to say I've not had any entertainment. I don't plan to have any in the future. That would be a lie, but I'm not really needy for it. I see a guy over from me doing Google Translate, talking to his Thai girlfriend, whatever. I'd rather have one of them nice classic old-fashioned Mercedes than a nice quality old style SX175 Lambretta or something. So you can do all them things. I mean, there are scooter clubs in and around. I think there's some in Bangkok, but not found any scooter clubs in Pattaya, so that's also a bit of a shame. So yeah, waffling a bit, aren't I? Trying to fill content, but I don't need to because short videos will be better. Maybe I've said enough for the time being. What I know about Spain or Europe, it's going to cost me more, taxes will be more, although I'm still paying UK tax anyway. So it's not really about that. As I said, I've got enough money to probably go back and live a fairly basic life in the UK in a small 1 or 2 bedroom flat stroke house. In Spain I could have some areas, something really quite nice and big or modern, new with services. And here you can't have anything really, not really. And it contradicts what I say, doesn't it? Because I say like, well, you don't need to buy in Thailand. The only reason you don't need to buy in Thailand is the rent is so cheap. Under 300 quid a month. I actually saw a 2-bed detached villa for about 300 quid a month to rent on the dark side. That's why it doesn't make any sense to buy here, even if you could. Whereas in Spain, you know, it's going to be £1,000 a month or more, almost wherever you go. And in some areas that won't be anywhere. That won't be anything really nice or big. So yeah, that's my food for thought. Let's have a little, some clips of the Lady Boys later in the show, and I'll call it a day.